Well, Bangor's Budget Committee met to review funding requests for the city's fire department tonight. One major focus was staffing, especially adding personnel to improve response times and better manage the department's growing number of EMS calls. The fire chief says filling these gaps would provide some much-needed relief for the responders who get very little time to decompress.
Our men and women at the fire department really work above and beyond at times with the call volumes that we're seeing. Having that rest or having that ability to grab something to eat or just take a breather really is impactful, not only for their physical health, but for their mental health as well. When we look at the problem, it really comes down to the volume and the lack of resources to be able to handle that volume.
The budget talks are ongoing, and Chief Lowe expects to hear back on the proposed funding sometime in June.